Assalamualaikum and good day to everybody in International Conference on Advanced Social Research in Education, Management and Society 2023. The title of this study is Color Identification System for the Colorblind. This is the author and co-authors. We are from University Technology Mara, Perak Branch, Tapah Campus. The presentation outline will divide into 5 sections, which is introduction, literature review, methodology, project design and implementation, and lastly, conclusion. As for introduction, colors are essential because they help to ease our daily work. For example, traffic lights tells when to stop and when to drive. Electrical wiring differs between earth, leaf, and neutral wires, and many more. However, not all people can see the exact color of things they see. There is a disorder called color blindness or color vision deficiency, CVD, where a person cannot identify specific colors such as red, green, and blue. To help them to recognize the exact color of clothes, people with color blindness need a tool or software that is useful and friendly. At the same time, they could educate people by spreading the awareness of color blinds to other people and gaining equality in society's treatment. Along with the development of technology, digital image processing has become more functional and widely used in a variety of fields. To retrieve information from a picture, image processing plays its role to help achieve the objective. By importing the image using appropriate tools, it can analyze and manipulate the image. From image enhancement to object detection and recognition, the image processing techniques is suitable techniques to be applied. There are 3 objectives in this study. The first one is to determine the presence of color blindness for mobile application users. The second one is to develop a mobile application that identifies the color of clothes using an image processing technique. And the third objective is to evaluate the effectiveness of the system based on user experience and functional testing. This project scope includes identifying cloth color for people with color blindness who have difficulties distinguishing specific colors. The system will aid them in determining the color of their clothing. The purpose mobile application will help to determine the user's color blindness by answering a color blindness test that will be included in the application. People with normal color vision will also take part in the test to evaluate its quality. As for literature review, this section will explore more colors, color blindness, and its 3 types of color blindness. Other than that, a few techniques are suggested and will explain further in each process. These techniques then will be compared to select the best method to be applied to the system. A few applications will be introduced and described to help differentiate their features and characteristics between these project and other application. At the end of this section, you will find that the project is designed with the most suitable techniques supported by a proper justification from trusted source. And this figure shows a visualization of this project subtopic that we'll discuss in this section. This is people with the color blindness. Color blindness is an inherited genetic disorder with defects in the development of retinal cone photoreceptor cells. This figure shows the location of cone photoreceptor cells in human eyes with the undeveloped cone cell. Other than the inheritance of the mutated gene, some cases will be caused by accidents or medication. As for methodology is defined as a procedure that will help decide how to plan, develop, and keep on the project on track. Mobile Application Development Lifecycle, MADLC, is a mobile application. It is relevant to use MADLC for this project of color identification methodology. MADLC consists of 5 phases starting from planning, designing, developing, testing, and deploying. This is would be the methodology framework. And as for project design, mobile application development lifecycle MADLC consists of 5 phases, starting with the planning, designing, developing, testing, and deployment phase. All phases have been analyzed before being implemented throughout the development process. The mobile application called Warna is now available to be downloaded and run on Android devices. We're at least using Android version 7.0. Currently, Warna is still in beta version where changes can happen anytime to improve the quality of the system. The game is developed using Android Studio and tested on mobile device version Android 11. On the planning phase is where all the basic ideas were discussed before beginning the project. During the planning phase, objective, problem, significance, and purpose to develop of this project were identified. The discovery of complication in colorblindness people life has created more ideas to proceed with the plan in helping colorblindness people to identify the actual colors of things in front of them. This is the framework of the planning phase. The planning phase is where all the basic ideas were discussed before beginning of the project. During the planning phase, objective, problem, significance, and purpose to develop these projects were identified. And in this design phase, project design is very important because it determines the flexibility of the system to interact with the users. This project only requires a user interface design that helps users to feel entertaining, convenient, and effective while using the mobile application. This figure shows the home page of Warna with a button that directs to the next page on the left. Figure on the middle shows the interface of the color blindness test page, and the most right is how real-time camera looks like that is used for identifying colors. The logo chosen represents 3 basic colors, red, green, and blue, that can produce more colors if they are combined together. Below of the logo is the name of the mobile application, Warna, which is a translation of color in Malay. As for background, it does not represent anything, although people with color blindness cannot see the color of the background. But the reason behind is to avoid the application from looking too plain for the people with normal vision when they use it. In development phase, Warna is developed using Android Studio, and the programming language involved are mainly Java and Python. The system is divided into 2 parts, which are the color blindness test and the identification color of image using the real-time camera. This is the framework for development phase. For the color blindness section, this figure shows a segment of an action function when the Ishihara plate quiz button is clicked. The total question of Ishihara plates in the quiz are 10 image question, and it provides 2 choices of answer for users to choose from. When the choice has been made, the answer box will turn from white to yellow, indicating the answer is chosen before the users click the next button to answer the next question. The quiz does not set up with a timer because it is not necessary for letting users get pressured during the quiz. Moreover, music is not added to the page since not all users can stay focused with music while answering the quiz. This is the coding for color. This is a coding to notify the result of the test. And this is the coding for real-time camera action. As Warna is developed using Java and needs to cooperate with Python for only a few parts, where it is impossible to code directly on the Java file. Thus, a plugin named Chakotay is distributed for Android's Gradle-based build system. Chakotay can be used on any platform as long as it meets the proper requirement. In the last stage on testing phase, Warna was tested with 15 people with color blindness and 16 people with normal vision to fulfill the functional testing method. The other method testing phase is a user experience testing. Is evaluated by using a questionnaire survey method where Google form is shared with the Warna tested. So this is uh, the the framework of the testing phase. And this would be the Google form, is a form that a user's experience testing survey. There were 31 response on the survey itself, which is 32.3% are female, and the rest, 67.7%, were male. And in terms of the range of age of participants that involved in the survey, the range is in between age of 19 until 30. And as for the conclusion, Warna is a mobile application for Android devices that are successfully developed approximately more than 2 months. The purpose of this mobile application is to assist people with color blindness to identify the actual color of image. Warna will not cure the people of color blindness, but will help them recognize and acknowledge the actual color of the object in front of them. The mobile application is created with two sections, which are color blindness test, where it consists of 10 image questions, and color identification using real-time camera. Based on the result of the test, users are satisfied with the design, functionality, and the flexibility of the mobile application. That's all for me. Thank you and have a good day.